President Sandeep Mehta, Treasurer Habib, Fairpro Convener Siva, and my dear friends from media. Good evening to all of you. January, February is a carnival time. Carnival time for all of us. For us at Credai Chennai, which is part of Confederation of Real Estate Developers Association of India and All India Association, with 22 members in 22 states and more than 9,000 members. This season is the most important season and the biggest carnival which we all wait for. The Fairpro will be happening. And not only for us, it's an occasion for all our members. We have signed a code of conduct and an organization which has got a consumer redressal forum to display all their properties under a single fair. And not only for us, for all the home buyers, this is an occasion where they can visit us in a single day. They can look at everything what's happening in Chennai. For all the consultants, this is a carnival where they need to be there just to see what's happening in the industry. And for all our media friends, this is an occasion to reach the readers about the most important asset class in the world, that's property. So with all of us, all stakeholders are together, this is a time to celebrate and enjoy the carnival called Because the Property Fair, Fairpro. With these few words, I welcome you all to this press conference and have a good time.
Good evening, friends on the dais and friends from the media. Credai Chennai, as by now you all should be aware, is slowly getting a household name in the minds of consumer. Credai has gained enormous popularity in last 1 decade in bringing out skyline changes into the real estate industry. Lot of efforts have been put into the process. Today, whatever you see Credai has evolved during last 10 years for its ethical approach and more importantly with a consistency that what come may, we would continue to run on a path which will give image in the minds of end users. Ultimately, the benefits should reach out to the masses. With that one goal, Credai has been working all through last 10 years. Mission transparency and the consumer grievance cell has gained enormous attention from the public and in the minds of customers. Today, home buying is not anymore a horror in the minds of consumer who with all safety and security in mind walk into the offices of Credai to understand whether their life-saving investment is going into the right hands. Are they secured while they make investment into the properties? Credai has definitely gone a long way in achieving this objective. As you all must be aware that the consumer grievance cell of Credai works in resolving the complaints of end consumer at all point of time, and so far all the complaints received at Credai have been settled without making the consumer to go to the court, and it has been the win-win solution. We have always found the customer is benefited in the process. Fairpro has been a baby for over 6 years now of Credai. It started with bringing out a mailer which can help end users to locate properties at one stop. And all of you know today the way the Fairpro has become popular. The customers in fact wait for Fairpro. Enormous inquiries flow from all ends when the Fairpro is going to commence. And this year has been a very different experience. I would not discuss much on the Fairpro because my friends Mr. Shivgurnathan would be sharing entire details on Fairpro 2013. Credai has been consistently gaining strength by not the size of members, basically the way it has been transforming the Chennai skylines, not only by the tall buildings, but mainly bringing in the ethical values into the real estate business. As we say that we have strengthened our membership, we are only trying to say that we have brought in more builders into our forum who will also fall into the code of Credai. So the idea has been making entire real estate industry work into this coding system where they strictly follow the bylaws and the code of conduct being framed by Credai. The objective has been very clear. We would definitely want in long run Chennai real estate to be a part of Credai Chennai only, and everybody who is doing real estate would be a part of Credai Chennai, and undoubtedly you will have a clean and neat business system flowing all through where customers can freely buy an apartment without any worries on legal titles or approvals. Customers will have immediate solution. He will not have to approach courts and wait for years or generations to get the result. That has been the consistent effort, and all of us at Credai are continuously putting our effort in achieving the same. With these few words, I would hand over the mic to my friend Mr. Shivgurnathan.
Good evening, friends in the dais, and good evening for the friends in the media. Every year, you must be aware that Fairpro is growing every year, and this is the 6th edition. And this time, it was a new initiative, which our President Sandeep Mehta suggested on home loan mela. This was the initial beginning of Fairpro, and we have done a home loan mela in 2 places. One in Aloft Hotel in OMR, and another was done in Vijay Mahal in T Nagar. The home loan mela was a very grand success. We have got a registration of more than 1,000 people who have taken their eligibility from the 7 participating bankers. This is a new initiative, and I'm glad to inform that it has become a huge success. So this will be very useful for the people who are looking out to buy a home because they have the budget in their hand. See, normally what happens is they go to the stall, they decide on the builder, they decide on the house, then they come back with their eligibility and they are not able to get the eligibility. So now they will be going with the eligibility. That will be a huge beneficial for the public to book a home. They will be very clear on their budget. Second, we have made a huge wider publicity. We have gone into theatres, we have gone into TV, wider angle. We have also interacted with the public into places like we have done a lot of mall activities. An express mall was done in city center. We have done in the Ampa Mall, we have done in the Spectrum Mall in North, and we've been covering and interacting closely with the buyers. Apart from this, we have also done a corporate presentation with the leading IT parks. This is basically to tell them that Fairpro, we are going to offer this time there are 70 builders who are participating. Normally it will be 40, 45, and every year it's been growing, and this time there is going to be 70 builders who are going to participate in this Fairpro, and 250 properties will be displayed. So this is again improvement. Every year we are keep on adding the builders. Apart from this, there were a lot of activities. First time, coincidentally, there was a portal which was developed for Kadai Chennai, and we are doing a lot of activity in the portal. The portal is called www.kadaichennai.in. There is a separate page for the Fairpro, and we have been continuously doing an online activity in the portal also. And first time, normally the builders give lot of offer in the Fairpro. Every builder has got their own strategy, and they give lot of offer in this Fairpro, who have booked the flat for last 3 days in the Fairpro. But this time, there was a new initiative. Kadai Chennai will be offering an iPad for the people who book in the Fairpro on 22nd, 23rd and 24th. So every year they are trying to bring in a lot of initiative, and this is a thought again from the EC committee, and it has been cleared. And so this time we are offering an iPad for all the bookings which is going to happen on the Fairpro dates. And I think that's a huge publicity has been done, and we are looking forward for a very grand and successful Fairpro. Thank you.
For the active participants for this meet. We will continue to look forward to your support and cooperation in the crucial days from 22nd to 24th of February. Special thanks to Mr. Satyam Bhatt of Prism Publication and to the hotel management for the hospital extended to us. Kindly join us for tea and some refreshments. Thank you.
In all, I can't tell you the exact number, but it's in nothing less than 100 numbers. So whenever there is a complaint, see, there is a system with which it is processed. The first part is the complaints are being handled by a separate team called grievance committee. First and foremost, this committee has to maintain the confidentiality of these complaints. So generally the numbers are not discussed. Of course, the numbers are only discussed in terms of came in and settled. We never discussed on which developer the complaint was and who's the customer. It is should be around 100. Should be around 100. Exact numbers I don't remember, but should be around 100 numbers. Now, there's been different kind of complaints. The complaints been due to deficiency of services from the developers in terms of delivery, in terms of product deficiency, sometimes in terms of dispute on the terms of agreement. Yeah.
There is the Indian chapter of the Fairpro has unleashed a code of conduct for the members.
Yeah.
Is that being strictly adhered to in Chennai, number one? Number two, suppose there is a violation of the code of conduct by the members, what is the action that is being taken by Fairpro? I mean, by the Kadai?
Okay. So let me clarify point-wise. First is there's a national code for Kadai which has been followed by Chennai chapter, right? This is the question. Yeah. In fact, Chennai has been the model who initiated this code of conduct in a much larger perspective. So obviously Chennai, what Chennai is following is slightly more elaborate than the entire national Kadai is following. Second point, if all the members of Kadai have signed a clear agreement before they being enrolled into Kadai, if any of them fail to follow the code of conduct, he will be terminated from the membership. And we have not hesitant even to terminate the most popular or the biggest or the largest developer in the country while it came to the question of following the code of conduct.
Now the question of clearing the grievances.
Yeah.
Suppose there was a grievance from a particular builder repeatedly 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Definitely it's violation of the code of conduct by the Kadai. It happens. So in that case, what is your stand?
Okay.
This is rampant here.
Let me clarify. If there are 3-4 complaints or grievances from the customer, we cannot say that it is against the code of conduct. See, the deficiency in the service is nothing but a perspective, sometimes the deficiency too. See, now as a customer's perspective today, now deficiency could be in terms of delay. Now delay has become part and parcel of this this trade. Now for the kind of challenges the developer goes through, delay has become unavoidable. Maybe delay to what extent, what limits. Now what is not clear to me is not following the code of conduct when the complaint comes. We not clear. See, it purely depends on what kind of complaint has come. Suppose if the complaint come on a point that your builder has developed an unauthorized floor which was not as per approved plan, as you rightly said, we wouldn't hesitate to terminate that builder instantly. And even while a builder comes and sells an illegal property which has no legal title, I think that's one area where we would not hesitate. But till today, there's not even single complaint to the CREDAI grievance cell on these lines. So one thing we have time and again assured the end consumer and the authorities and the government that at least at CREDAI there has been no single case of unauthorized construction reported, no illegal transactions with which the public is taken to right. So these are few things CREDAI has been consistently maintaining its values and the code of conduct has been strictly followed. But as far as the grievance cell in terms of delivery, the deficiency of services, this has become part and parcel of trade, which I think it's a ongoing challenge for developers to meet out.
How many members you have in Tamil Nadu, sir?
In Chennai, we have about 125 developers, and we do have other cities in the chapter of Tamil Nadu. We have Tirchi, Madurai, Coimbatore.
How many of the projects being displayed at Fairpro will be from
Should be about affordable housing. Now we have the Fairpro is definitely a wider option in terms of affordable and high-end properties. There are over 250 locations, but in terms of affordability, I can say at least there would be locations around 50 to 75 into the affordable range also. Now what is affordability is a question again. Now what is the line? Where do you draw the line for affordability? Now if you say 40 lakh, 50 lakh, I would say 90% of the properties are falling into the affordable lines. Only 10% of the properties which are displayed would go on a higher brackets.
The last expo with the export to the rate increase.
Sorry?
Last expo with the export increase, right?
Property prices. Chennai has witnessed highest boom in last 1 year. If you see last 12 months index, the property prices in Chennai must have gone not less than 15 to 18%.
Are you trying?
From the national chapter as well, we've been approaching our government of India and the ministries. Efforts are on. We're quite hopeful. Of course, yes.
Says any special offer for the interest rates?
Interest rates, banks would come out. Basically, see, banks are being governed by the RBI norms. So it's very difficult for bank to come out to the press and media and offer and give us slashed rates. So they will have offers which would be operated on the day of event. We're not too sure on what kind of offers would come up. That's why we this time had a press meet organized for bankers as well. So what's that they have in plan, they would speak out to the media. Because on behalf of bank, it will be not appropriate for me to.
Let us say what you told us.
Yeah, banks are being governed by RBI norms, so it's generally difficult for them to come out to press and announce the cut on the rates because every.
Like you have formed a consortium of finance developers.
Yeah.
Why not you impress upon the bank financing, home financing companies to form a consortium of
It eventually happens. See, today
The
the,
interest rate is common across all.
absolutely, interest rate, see now, builders can form a consortium, but no builders can offer the common rates. That would continue, that difference would continue to, exactly, there are lots of similarities with which they can operate, but see, the banking business has just now gained momentum. Like if you see about 10 years ago, there were hardly 5 to 7 good players into this market. But today there should be about 20, 30 odd banks who are aggressive into housing finance. So I think as the number increases, there will be a body formed, there will be systems framed, and all that is going to eventually happen. And, download free. So the idea is not the passing crowd should enter the hall. If suppose somebody is keen coming to Fairpro, he can download the ticket free online.
We request all of you to visit Fairpro.
All of you can actually know more about Fairpro. You can download the tickets, and we would be more than pleased to send you the entry passes, invites also. I think Prism is, please ensure that the invites are being rushed to all the. Of course, no, anyways, our inauguration press invite is going to be there formally, but even otherwise on behalf of Credai Chennai, I welcome and invite you all to the inauguration of Fairpro 2000.